welcome back. Welcome back. Introduce
Welcome
your
back.
friend over here.
No, welcome back. We have Lane Wheeler Ragsdale, and I'm saying that because people are so familiar with her name being Wheeler that I want to certainly include your new last name and Ragsdale.
Thank you.
How's married life?
Oh, I love it. He's
Good, I'm
sweet.
very
He's a
happy.
good one.
And you said that, well, you're here to represent CORE, which you are swamped in the middle of.
Yes.
First of all, I'd like for you to tell people what CORE is.
Okay. It is the community organization for revitalization and enhancement. There, how is that?
Very,
it's always
very
a
good.
trick when you're trying to figure out
Very
that.
good.
And you know, we started about 1.5 years ago now as just a group of volunteers to focus on the downtown area.
Right.
And we thought it was going to be a little short 6-month project or so. John Paul Hammersmith started it, asked me about being involved. We spent a lot of time coming up with, well, what do we want to really impact in the community? And how can we kind of bring life back into that downtown area? Because if you think back about 1.5 years ago where we were, there was a lot of stores closing, a lot of empty fronts. It was very difficult down there for people. And it's almost hard to believe now looking back kind of how far we've come in that short period of time. We started off thinking,
goals have been met,
They
obviously.
have been met. And it's funny, we started off with the idea of getting a strategic plan in place. We don't have our strategic plan in place yet. We got a lot of stuff going. But we've got to the draft stage of our strategic plan, and as ideas and things have come up, they've just kind of taken off and people have picked them up and ran with them. And it has been wonderful to see. So our 6-month plan right now is on about a 3-year plan. We got accepted as the pilot project with the University of Arkansas's Extension Service back about 1 year ago. Got a Walton Family grant, a Walton Foundation grant that allowed us to have the money to pay.
Those aren't hard to get. I mean, those aren't easy to get.
No, they aren't.
Yeah.
They aren't. And we've actually had 2 of them. We got 2 of them, one smaller and one larger, and we've been very appreciative of that.
What has that allowed you to do?
One of the biggest things that it's allowed us to do is to team up with the University of Arkansas Extension Service on what they call breakthrough solutions and be their pilot community. There was some cost involved in doing that, and we were able to cover that cost then. We had to sign up for a 3-year stint, and that was kind of a hard decision to make. We thought we were on a short-term thing, and now suddenly we're signing up for 3 years. And that allowed us the ability to know that we had the funds to be able to make that commitment and go forward. We've been in nonprofits. You know, it's scary to try and plan something you're going to be spending money for 3 years out unless you've got a pretty good indication that you've got support and backing for that. So it allowed us to do that. And part of what that allowed us to do then is tap into a whole bunch of resources that we would not have gotten otherwise. One of the things, I've got this little eagle guy here. One of the things that we were able to do was really team with a group of architects from Cromwell and Associates in Little Rock. And they've done what's called a charrette. And a charrette is when they basically come into your community, they drive around in the community, they give you suggestions and ideas, and they help you pull together all the community impact. Because we had focused a lot on getting community input of what people in the community look for. They took all of that, they took their ideas, they take what they see all over the world. The gentleman we work for travels probably 80% of his time up to communities all over the world to work with them. And then come back and help us formulate the strategic plan.
They get a better look at what's going on than we do here every day.
Absolutely.
Don't they? Yeah.
And I'll tell you one of the interesting things, I'm glad you said that. He's talking to us in one of the meetings, and he says, you know, you drive down your main street and it's just ugly. But we were all highly insulted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean by that? And he was going, oh, it's just all concrete, you know, and on and on.
Yeah.
And that afternoon, I drove up and down Main Street going, what's he talking
and you
about?
Looked at, and you saw it, didn't you?
You do, and until somebody else points that out, you don't see it. And one of the ideas they brought back to us is what's called a road diet. And it's one of the things that we have now added to our strategic plan. And a road diet says that basically you take your 4 lanes, you turn it down into 2 lanes and a turning lane, and then you landscape your outside areas, and you allow that for pedestrians and bicycle traffic. And studies have shown you move traffic through better. You don't have the turning lanes and people stopping in the middle, not the turning lanes, the 4 lanes with people stopping and trying to turn across 2 lanes of traffic. That actually traffic moves better, there are fewer accidents on it, and you can process the same number of vehicles through. And it looks so much better. So that's one of the ideas that we have put forward, and we hope to have incorporate as part of the city's master plan as they go forward. So just things like that. Our strategic plan that we're working on is called 10 Tracks to a Thriving Core. And it really are 10 different areas. Everything from how we fund and create advocates for the core district, to how you create a destination where you bring people into that core district, to what kind of housing do you want in your core district? We have housing there now. What kind do we want? How do we make it a marketplace type environment where people want to spend time? How do we encourage entrepreneurs to be in that downtown area and see that as kind of their starting base? So we've got 10 different areas that we will roll out as part of that strategic plan, that any one of them will accomplish good things. Taken all together, they can really take our core district to a new level.
Are there other towns this size in the country that is a model for what we want to do? There
are some, and one of the things that Breakthrough Solutions through the Extension Service has really allowed us to do is to be able to look at them and get a best practices idea. Everything from smaller towns with 3,000 or 4,000 people to larger communities all over the world that you can look at and see. One thing that we learned from going to Little Rock, where we actually won this Eagle, we won the Breakthrough Solutions for Arkansas this year.
Even with our dirty streets?
Even with our dirty streets, we won. We were kind of like the rock stars down there. We got to do a presentation and the whole bit. But one of the interesting things is we are much further ahead in a shorter period of time than most experts would think that you would be able to. And part of that has been that association with the Extension Service and Breakthrough Solutions. One opportunity we had last year is a group including Ronnie Bell from the Harrison Daily Times, Patty Methvin from the Chamber, the Fittens, went to New Orleans and got to present Harrison as a case study to a group of international developers.
Cool. Yeah.
Wow.
It was cool, because then you get ideas of, well, what should we be doing? And these were people from all over the world at this.
And do they charge for that?
They charged them to come. They didn't charge us to go.
That's what I'm saying. You get the benefit of that.
We got the
Wow,
benefit
great.
of it, and we didn't have to pay for anything because we were a case study.
Right.
First, they were just going to present, the Arkansas group was Harrison as a case study, and then they asked if they would like to go and do the presentation. So they got to hear all the feedback. It was incredibly good. One thing behind you, let me show that real quick, because it has a piece on it.
I'll try to help you with this.
When we were at the Little Rock Breakthrough Solutions, gosh, this is huge.
Oh, it's huge.
Breakthrough Solutions annual meeting, they had a gentleman that was sitting there, and the whole time people are talking, they were drawing and keeping track of what you had. And so it was a wonderful opportunity for us to have a pictorial snapshot of where we are at this point in time done by this artist. One of the things down there, Ann, you'll love, is murals and hobo art. We talked about the lyrics, some of the advantages that we have in our community. We had that. Talked about the New Orleans trip, and that one of the things that did was affirmed our path in the community, that we are on the right track. And when people saw what we'd done, they were just amazed. And that our goal up there is we're a story of community, and we're looking to create a great place. And that's really what CORE is doing. It is an economic development story, and it's economic development starting in your downtown and the heart of your community and spreading out to everybody from that point on.
Well, the downtown area has changed over the years, and you want it to be a vibrant part of the city again.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you look at how much has been accomplished this year. The Christmas lights were wonderful. You know, you think back 2 years ago, we didn't have Christmas lights. And the beauty that came from that, thank you. The beauty that came from being able to bring that back and leaving that into a place that really you want to be, you want to spend time at, and that's what the goal is. All the work at the Lyric that you're so much a part of, and that, you know, is a huge draw. Right. And so we are really excited about the direction it's going. Big thing coming up for us, we're having our second charrette. Our group from Little Rock is coming back to really focus probably on two things. One is a education center for the Buffalo River that we're hoping to have somewhere downtown. They're looking at locations and ideas for that we would take back to the CATPC, the Visitors, Convention and Visitors Bureau. And then also the idea of just how else would we want that core area to look. The square itself looks good with period lighting and with the hanging baskets and things like that, and taking that concept out further and them helping with that. They're going to be here, I think it's the 24th, 25th, and 26th of February. And it'll be a good opportunity for us to do some education to our newly elected and appointed people and boards all over the community, and the elected officials and things like that, and having our Little Rock group back in to work with us some more on that.
You still need participation?
We do. We normally meet, I think it's the third Monday, but right now, because we've had the charrettes and some other issues, we're kind of off that schedule a little bit. And so we've got a pretty exhaustive emailing list And people can contact me. My office number is 741-6378. And they can call that number and we can add them to the email list and
Okay.
stuff and be sure that we get people the right information. We laugh because last month we had some confusion about whether we're meeting at 12:30 and 1. I think we sent out like 3 different.
Oh, really?
I think you did.
It was great though because we had more people than we ever do. They were so
Right.
confused. I think they wanted to show up and see what was happening by
Right.
the time we got done with them. But we do a lot through email and we've got an online website for CORE and all that. So we're doing our best to get information out and we love any ideas and input that comes back to us.
We're glad you're here.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Glad you're doing the work.
I want to
Thank
mention
you.
the
'Cause it's-
website
yeah, go ahead.
is coreofharrison.org.
Thank you.
So you can go to that and visit and see what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and come back with some more awards.
We will.
Thank you.
We're
All right.
excited.
Thanks, Lane.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, up next we have Matt Bell, and he's with the CATCP, and he's going to be talking about the Rotary Spaghetti Dinner, which is, I think, a Rotary event. Yeah, it is. It says right there. Stay with us.
You just ruined it.